Let's take a look at the interface of the FL Studio mixer. Clicking over here will open it up. There are three general areas within the mixer. This left section over here, you have the current and the master channel. The current channel is whatever channel is selected, and then the master is the master bus. The center section houses the individual channels. Now in FL Studio, individual channels are called inserts. Unlike in a more traditional DAW or on an analog console, insert refers to an insert effect. But just be aware of that in FL Studio, the terminology is a bit different. So when you refer to insert number 14 on the mixer over here, you're referring to a specific channel. Moving to the right over here on the mixer, this is the mixer channel inspector or insert inspector. And in the inspector, we have the different effect slots. So we don't call these insert effects like in other DAWs. We'll dive deeper into all the different controls on the mixer, but for now, let's just get familiar with the interface. Now the interface can be resized by just clicking and dragging like this, or we can just maximize it by clicking over here or hitting the Enter key. Thanks to the vector graphics, everything stays nice and sharp. Aside from just manually resizing it like this, we have some view options. So right now it's in wide, but I can switch to this compact mode, where you get to see a lot more inserts in one specific view. On the other end, there's extra large, where you see a lot less, but there's a bit more detail on each channel. As you can see on this master insert here, we can even see the effect that is loaded onto that particular channel. Here we have the local menu for the mixer. We'll explore some of these options as we go further into this course. Over here, we have the multi-touch control option. So if you have a Windows machine that has a touchscreen interface, you can enable this option. This specific option here will switch the individual track peak meter to a waveform view. Pretty interesting. We'll check this out later on. This enables some additional controls on the mixer. As you can see here, this section kind of disappears when I turn that off. So your extra volume and stereo properties. And then lastly, you can choose to hide the track inspector as well. Now the track inspector can be moved to the left if you prefer. So clicking this local menu over here, we can go to View, and we can switch to Track Inspector on the left side. Some of those options now move to the right. I'm going to set it back to how it was before. I'm going to switch back to this wide mode here. You'll notice that the insert labeling is right over here. But if you do not like that, going back to this view option, we can select names at top. So when I select that, you can see the names are on top and maybe slightly more convenient to see. All right, I'm going to reset that back to the default where the names are at the bottom. All right, so that's a quick look at the interface on the mixer. In the next tutorial, let's bring in some audio and discover all the individual properties within the mixer.